At the moment in Knowsley, we're experiencing the highest COVID-19 infection rates in the whole of the UK. Our infection rate currently stands at approximately 900 per 100,000 population. However, this time we find ourselves facing a more virulent infectious strain, added to which restrictions in this lockdown are not as strict as the first. I suppose you could call it lockdown light, with many people still required to go to work. We need our rates to come down, which is why it's important to have a self-isolation payment scheme that works, and unfortunately at the moment we don't. Some of our residents are in low-pay jobs where they're less likely to be able to work from home. They're also more likely to use public transport to get to and from work because of our low car ownership. Those required to self-isolate should be allowed to do so without fear of being financially penalised. But unfortunately, the current self-isolation payment scheme is simply not working. To be eligible for the one-off payment of £500, you must have a notification to self-isolate from NHS Test and Trace. But not everyone who needs to self-isolate will have one of these. They may have been in contact with someone who has a notification from NHS Test and Trace, maybe one of their children or a family member. So they still need to self-isolate. But because they themselves are not in receipt of a notification, they're not able to fulfil that requirement, they're not eligible for the payment. This is the flaw in the government scheme and it needs to change. If the government are serious about tackling the rate of infection, they need to make it easier for people to self-isolate. What the government failed to understand are the choices being faced by those in low-paid jobs with no access to sick pay when being asked to self-isolate. Residents faced with a stark choice whether to do the right thing, self-isolate and help prevent further community infection, or pay their rent, their mortgage, or simply put food on the table for their families. Imagine being faced with that choice. People shouldn't be in this position. They want to do the right thing. The government should be making it easier for them, not harder. Unfortunately, not for the first time, the government are totally out of touch with communities like Knowsley. They have no sense of the challenges facing our residents. The government needs to review self-isolation payments now, not in a week's time or 2 weeks' time. We need the government to act and make it easier for those on low incomes to access the support they need. Only then will those required to self-isolate be able to do so, safe in the knowledge that they don't have to choose between doing the right thing and self-isolating and helping to bring down infection rates in our community or providing for their family.